All right, folks, taking a turn to the forecast here. We have a lot to talk about considering it's December, but it's not technically winter, at least by most people's standards. It is meteorological winter. We start the meteorological seasons on the first of the 3-month period. It's just easier for record keeping. But astronomical winter is with the solstice, which is on the 21st, which is 4 days away. And then just another countdown for you. Christmas 8 days away now. So we're getting closer and closer to a lot of big markers on the calendar. But so far, the calendar for December has been nothing but cold. In fact, 15 out of 16 days so far, we have measured up to below average high temperatures. But things are changing as we move through today. We'll start with this. Satellite and radar very quiet around us. Some clouds off to the west and off to the north, but around us here at home, there's not too much to talk about. And even as we look out toward the camera, things are pretty quiet as we head outside. 29 degrees right now in Providence and in Smithfield, 37 for Westerly and Newport, and 34 in New Bedford. With wind coming largely out of the southwest, you can expect temperatures to stay above average as we move to the afternoon. So, hey, a difference in our trend, not a bad thing if you don't like the cooler temperatures we've had. But I want to give you the kind of caveat to the forecast here is that the wind's going to be gusting out of the southwest as we move into the afternoon. Gusts in the 20s and 30s, making things feel a little more turbulent as you get to the middle of the day. And you'll start to notice the wind chill a little bit more as we get to the afternoon. Now, again, we are looking at temperatures largely at or above average. It's nice to actually say that out loud. But we are looking around the low to mid 40s, most of us between about 43 and 47 degrees. With the wind, it'll feel like we're in the upper 30s for most of the day, but even that's nothing compared to where we've been so far this week. Overnight tonight, we're back down to the mid and upper 20s. Not bad for this time of year, mostly clear and not too much to write home about. But temperatures climb even more as we head into Thursday and Friday. We're actually into the 50s the next 2 days. So if tonight or today is not enough for you, just know that we get even warmer before we cool down again. However, the warmer air and the cool down, that's coming with our next weather maker, our next area of low pressure that is going to be rather impactful. Now, I do want to give you this little disclaimer. We are looking at a cold front tomorrow, but that front is pretty weak and it really looks like it'll bring us a few clouds, maybe a little gusty wind, but that's it, no precipitation. On the flip side, the next area that I'm really tracking for Friday as we move through Thursday night into Friday morning, that's going to bring us some showers and some heavy rain as well. Some showers overnight from about 11 o'clock Thursday until 3 a.m. on Friday, but then we head out for the morning commute and unfortunately it just looks super soggy. So plan for some extra time on the roadways. We are going to see more pockets of heavy rain as we move through our Friday morning. This finally tapers off as we get to early Friday afternoon. The good news there is that the rain is totally done for the weekend, but over the course of this storm, we're looking at most places in the neighborhood of 3/4 of an inch. I do think where some of those downpours set up, though, we could see closer to an inch on the dot. Now, as we head into the weekend, it's actually not too bad. Relatively comfortable. We're in the 40s both days with some sunshine, especially Saturday. Then we're looking at more sunshine to start the week. However, we are looking at temperatures back in the 30s as we head toward that Christmas holiday.